Hello students, this is Miss Pooja Arun Matre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar East. Today's topic is C&D, chapter number 3, Physical Layer, part 7. The learning course outcomes are unguided media types. Third type is a satellite transmission and infrared transmission. First and second type, that is radio wave and microwave, are already discussed in last lecture. Third type of the unguided media is satellite transmission. A satellite is a body that revolves around the earth, just in the same way the earth revolves around the sun. So a satellite can be artificial or the man-made, that is created by the human. So satellites are widely being used for the communication purpose as they cover the maximum area on the earth for a particular transmission. So the path in which satellites moves are called the orbit, and the orbit is the equilateral, inclined or the polar. So the period of the satellite, that is the time required for the satellite to make a complete trip around the earth, is determined by the Kepler's law. And the Kepler's law defines the period of a function of the distance of the satellite from the center of the earth. So in case of the satellite communication, two different frequencies are used as a carrier frequencies to avoid the interference between the incoming and outgoing signals. So the signals which is being transmitted upward to the satellite is called uplink, and the signals which is being transmitted back to the receiving earth station is called as a downlink. So the satellite processes the microwaves with a bidirectional antenna. So therefore the signals from the satellite is normally aimed at a specific area which is called the footprint, and the signal's power at the center of the footprint is maximum. So satellites are widely being used for the communication purpose as they cover the maximum area on the earth for a particular transmission. So the path in which satellites moves is called orbit. The satellite communication makes use of the geostationary satellites. A geostationary satellite is a satellite that places approximately 36,000 km above the equator and take exactly 24 hours to complete a revolution around the earth. So here the diagram showing the orbit can be equilateral, inclined and the polar. Satellite, there are three different bands of the frequencies where the satellites can operate. They are C band, also called the 6 by 4 GHz band. It's one of the oldest and most widely in use. Second is Ku band, also called as the 11 by 14 GHz band. Third one is the Ka band, called the 20 by 30 GHz band. Advantages of the satellite transmission. Availability. So it is the biggest advantage of the satellite internet access. Its availability compared to the other internet connection types. Second one is the speed. So satellite internet access is much faster than dial-up with entry-level service tiers, typically providing the approximately 1 Mbps download speed, nearly 18 times faster than the dial-up modem. And the third one is the latency. The latency, satellite internet connections are high latency, meaning that the great deal of the time required for the packets of the information to travel the satellite and back. Infrared transmission. Fourth type of the unguided transmission medium. The electromagnetic waves having a frequencies from the 300 GHz to the 400 THz are called infrared waves, that is IR waves. So IR waves are used for the short range communications and use a line of sight propagation. So infrared waves having a high frequency cannot be penetrate walls. That means if we are using the infrared signals, we can the obstacle the any device in between the signals is become a obstacle. So however, this same characteristics make infrared signals useless for the long range communication. It is used in a television remote control and security systems. So because of this property, it can be used with a much reduced interference. It also possible no use the same frequency band in different rooms. So they are the cheap. It is easy to build but do not require any government license to use them. The applications of infrared waves are the infrared bands almost 400 terahertz has been excellent potential for the data transmission. Such a wide band bandwidth can be used to transmit a digital data with a very high data rate. So the Infrared Data Association, in association for the sponsoring the use of the infrared waves, has established a standards for using these signals for the communication between the devices such as keyboard, mouse, PC, printers, etc. Infrared signals can be used for the short range communication in a closed area using a line of sight propagation. So IR waves is used for the short and medium range communication and security control. So for IR communication to work, the system mostly operate in a line of sight mode, which there is must be a no obstacle between the transmitter and receiver. The advantages of the infrared signals are it is simple circuit and cheap in cost. It has a lower power consumption. It does not need any license. It is portable and it has a higher security. Disadvantages of the infrared signals are the range of the signal is very short. It has a low bandwidth. It is blocked by the common material like people, wall, etc. It works only on line of sight mode. Comparison of the guided and unguided media. Guided and unguided media. First one is the signals general propagated through the wire is in guided media. The signals and in unguided media energy propagated through the air unguided medium. That means signals propagated through the wires in guided media or through the airs in unguided media. Guided media is used for the point to point communication and unguided media is generally suited for the radio broadcasting in all directions. The guided media discrete network topology are formed by the guided media. So in continuous network topology are formed in a unguided media. The signals are in the form of voltage, current or protons in a guided media and in an unguided media the signals are in the form of electromagnetic waves. So examples of guided media are twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. And unguided media examples are microwave, radio wave, infrared, satellites, etc. If we are adding a more wires in the transmission capacity can be increased in a guided media. There is no possibility to obtain an additional capacity in unguided media. Thank you.